Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about how there is a brand new fastest car in Grand Theft Auto Online, and it's not a vehicle you're expecting to be the fastest straightaway car, but it is, and it was added in the new Los Santos Tuners DLC update. So when you start thinking about the fastest cars in Grand Theft Auto Online, you either think of one of the ones with the rocket attachments on there, or you immediately dive into the supercars. The sports car category is probably where you wouldn't figure you're going to get the new fastest vehicle in the game. But since the Los Santos Tuners update, you do. Although it comes with a few caveats, and I'll explain. All right, so the vehicle I'm talking about today is the Karen Calico GTF. It's actually one of the more expensive vehicles from this update, found on the Southern San Andreas Super Auto site. It has a buy it now price of $1,995,000 and a trade price of $1,496,250. So that's the Karen Calico GTF. It's our vehicle in question today. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. The Karen Calico GTF is fast. In fact, it's one of the best vehicles added in Los Santos Tuners, not only around the track, but also in free roam, just going from point to point. And even using it during the new contract robberies, this vehicle is a slam dunk. It's a home run. Probably the best car from this update. However, if you want to make it the quickest vehicle in the game, you've got to do two things. And you've got to take it to the Los Santos car meet, because this is the only place in which you can get the low grip tires. That's the first thing you have to put on this vehicle if you want to end up making it as fast as possible. So you have to put the low grip tires on there. Luckily, it's only like $500, as you guys can see. And they are exclusive to the LS car meet, which is why it has to be the Calico GTF, because it has to be vehicles from Tuners. And it also has to be done here. And you can see what exactly it does to traction. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Mr. Boss, why are we doing that? Why are we going to give ourselves worse traction, but give ourselves the highest top speed? Well, unfortunately, that's the trade-off you have to do here, and we'll explain that as we go a little bit further. However, we're not quite done yet, because the other thing you have to do in order to get this to work is you have to stance your vehicle. So in order to do that, you actually have to go to the vehicle interaction menu, and then you need to go down to vehicles and then scroll down a bit where it says vehicle stance, and you need to make it lowered. Now that you have these two things on, this is going to be the way you get this vehicle to be the fastest in GTA Online. Now, it also comes with another caveat. Since you have stanced the car, and since you have the low grip tires, you essentially have one direction that you can go, and that is straight. Good luck trying to make any turns with these vehicles. You are not going to have any success. So long story short, and I guess the point I'm trying to make is, does this create the fastest vehicle in Grand Theft Auto Online by like light years? Yes, it absolutely does. Because there's only the tuner cars that can do this. And I don't know if this was intentional by Rockstar, if it's a bug, if it's a glitch, if this is something they will patch or hotfix going forward in the future. But the Calico GTF is now the fastest vehicle in Grand Theft Auto Online, as long as you're going straight. Because of the low grip tires and because of the stanced position, you basically are not going to be able to use this method in races or in free mode for that matter. The low grip tires are very low grip, as you imagine, made for drifting and sort of sliding around. It is not great for taking corners and braking and making sharp turns. You're basically going to unable to use this in a normal racing scenario. So I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to win every single race. Not so fast. You even have to make one turn, and the speed difference you're going to have on the straightaway is going to be negated by anything that happens during that turn. And to prove this point, I just did a couple of races against some of my friends like Sam here, and it is ridiculously fast in a straight line. There's no denying that. I mean, it absolutely blows the quickest vehicles out of the water. But again, that's pretty much all it can do here. So I would say where this is useful is kind of just like to have fun and mess around. Or if someone in your friend group or crew doesn't know about this, you could totally troll them. You could be like, hey, you could get a supercar or you could get a rocket-powered vehicle, and I'll bet you that I end up beating you in a drag race. You could totally fool them like that and just have a lot of fun with something like that in the Calico GTF. So technically, is the Calico GTF now the fastest vehicle in Grand Theft Auto Online? It is, but it comes with a lot of caveats, and that it's really just the fastest in a straight line, and any movement other than straight, you're going to have a lot of difficulty with. Now, the Calico GTF in general, even without these low grip tires and having it stanced or lowered, is still very, very quick, and one of the better vehicles in the game now, certainly the best car from the Tuners update. But doing this little extra trick will just make it that much faster, and you can really blow some people out of the water with how fast this whole thing is. Now, I have not tested this enough, but I have heard that the low grip tires do not stay with you from lobby to lobby, and that if you were to join a new session, the tires would revert back to normal. But I have heard that the stanced position you're in will remain, regardless of if you're in one lobby versus another. Now, that one's not all that hard to go back and forth and change. That's just done via the interaction menu. But the low grip tires, just know that if you do change sessions, it will be removed. Now, you can certainly try this with all the other vehicles from the Los Santos Tuners update. However, the Calico GTF is going to work the best, just simply because it is the best one from Los Santos Tuners. And like you guys probably saw earlier, you actually cannot do this with any other car. It has to be the tuner vehicles from this update. That's what Rockstar has limited it to. So don't think that you can just grab like the best supercar in the game and also do this. Now, you can do the stance feature with any vehicle. That's no problem. Now, I guess in a way, this also might have some practical uses if you need to go very fast, very straight, or like for a stunting purpose, or maybe you created your own custom race that's literally just a straightaway with a giant jump at the end. That's where I could see utilizing something like this. So just have fun, just play around with it. At the end of the day, that's really all you can do with this little trick. But it is the fastest vehicle in Grand Theft Auto Online now from a technical standpoint. And it's really not even close, which is incredible. But I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Have you utilized this trick with the new fastest car in GTA Online, the Calico GTF? Let me know in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Los Santos Tuner DLC videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.